Yeah, so Zero versus Ken. Now, it's weird. Whenever I see Sonic Diddy Kong, I don't know what to make of it. Even when I saw like Zenodo practicing with 60X and Wrath for like a few hours on Sunday, it was weird because watching the matches and like hearing about it, it sounds like Diddy Kong can't really catch Sonic and like get back a lead or get back from a deficit. But it looks like when Diddy Kong has a lead, and I would just imagine, oh, we get to see the intros now. But yeah, I would imagine Diddy Kong just holds the God damn it, Cap. Oh my god. Yo, Ken. Ken is quite lovable for that. My man is just happy to be in top 8 at CEO. Like, actually. This is beautiful. Wait, does that mean we can see Zeros next? Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No. Zeros was both an amazing intro and absolutely cringe. Like I don't know. Look up Pierce in the background, he's so happy. Oh, we got a banana. Oh my god. The fact that Pierce actually follows the banana. That is like... That is true dedication as a good friend / coach. I love he's just clapping because when he starts doing claps, I feel like he's doing like a Diddy Kong clap in the air. Just like down tilt. Oh no, I didn't realize he dabbed. Oh no, why did he dab? It was so perfect without the dab. Oh my god. Okay, that was a good intro though. Because I feel like that dab was a little bit too much. I feel like the opening where he kind of like moves his scarf was like... It didn't fit the Tony set with pulling bananas, throwing them, and Pierce dropping them. And I feel bad for Pierce having to do the fake drops, because I'm sure that hurt a little bit at least. Especially if they were like practicing it. But yeah. No, that was let's go. We got some good intros. I'm sad I wasn't top 8 CEO. I would have had some really good like some really good top 8 intro. I was gonna play Persona 5 music. I was gonna come in, like on my laptop. Halfway through, I was gonna like put away the laptop, look at my opponent, give him like the death glare, and start like laughing like you're free. Have like a little swag walk, and then right as he got like to the ring, I point at him, scream the name, and be like, "I got the download on you." And it would have been perfect. But sadly, I did not get to do that. I know, right into... Leo doesn't even do anything cool, he just walks to the ring, all boringly. I'm so mad that Larry decided to reverse throw Leo. Or Leo decided to get reverse throw by Larry. Because if I fought Larry, I think I would have had it. I'm pretty confident I would have beat Larry, given the chance, but... Of course, I gotta fight Leo and losers again. And of course, this is another last hit game. And eventually I'll beat Cloud. Okay, I think I learned something after the set, which I can use for next time. I always say that, but every time I'm a bit more comfortable with Cloud too. So yeah. Oh, I lost the Renai winners. I got bodied by Renai. I can't make excuses or anything. Not that I would, but like I actually just got completely wrecked by Renai. I didn't know they're doing the matchup at all. There's no villagers. And the villagers that exist just aren't as good. And I don't know how to deal with villager just camping the ledge and being obnoxious. No, that's how it's seen. That wasn't interesting though. It was just walking. It was like he didn't try to do an intro. I don't know. If you're gonna be a top 8 CEO and you have a chance to do an intro, you gotta show your personality. You gotta be like, yeah, I own this place. I am top 8 CEO. I am baller. Even if it's not the greatest intro, even if it's cringe, you gotta do something so people remember you. I did not hear the music. No, I didn't need to hear music. Oh, these guys. Are they? Oh, this is Buncheck, I'm assuming. What's up, Ho Knight? Wait, is this Buncheck? Yes, this is. Okay. Oh, Zero SD and Buncheck. Rip. That means he's cursed to lose game 1. Oh, Black. You literally just missed me describing my intro. What's up, Butter? Anyway, so now we actually get to the set after 3 minutes. whoever gets the lead first, I feel like holds the lead really well in this match. I don't know who gets the lead better though, because I feel like Sonic is gonna have a lot of chances to get like the lead early and like win with it because he's gonna have all the speed to approach. But I feel like Diddy Kong also, when he has banana in hand, is just gonna have so much time to react to stuff that like it's gonna be hard for Sonic to actually get openings. And I think it's gonna be up more to Diddy Kong to react to things for the match to be won by him than like Sonic's ability to actually get openings and force Diddy Kong into bad scenarios to get the lead there. I'm sorry, Black Knight. You're gonna have to ask someone else to describe my intro for me. Okay, Toasty. I think I have the videos for the intro, so it's fine. I'm gonna be at a lot of tournaments in the future, Marion. I'm trying to go to a tournament at least once every other week, but basically this summer I'm going to a tournament every week, with the exception between SmashCon and Shine. I think I'm taking a break. And maybe I'm not going to anything the weekend of Gamo. Yeah. Getting into this match. Okay, so this should be... So right now with this lead, I feel like if Ken wants to not fight, he can just win at this point. Like, Zero has to do something. He sees jumping in with aerials, trying to get openings. Invincible spin dash. It's good. Okay. Jump fair ledge. Important to know that. Dash, blah blah blah, spin dash. Back here, see if there's a good hit there. Okay, space back here. Now Ken is pretty far. Oh wait, you should get the banana in hand. Like whatever. He probably doesn't want to let Zero get in his face with the banana in hand because Zero can just throw aerials out in that case. My God, that was so much damage. Just gets hit by a fair, nothing crazy. Call jump back air. So right here, Zero. So Ken kind of cornered himself. He got hit by the fair. I feel like he could have backed off. I think he could just charge spin dash over here and like wait for something pretty reliably. And then try to go for a back air, let Zero get a really good opening. And once he got the opening, he just started pressuring the shield here. And yeah, Ken got grabbed and stuff. But I feel like that was all avoidable damage by Ken. Yeah, because right now spin dashes. I want to see in the set is how is Zero going to deal with the spin dash? If Ken just keeps doing spin dashes in the corner when he has the lead, how does Zero deal with that? But I feel like Ken does not need to fight. Like right there, oh, it's so risky. He's back to safety. Wait, did he just down tilt that? No. Ken dash forward, put himself in shield, and then Zero punishes that. Yeah, Ken's just, okay, he's looking for opening, spin dash. Overcommits there, Zero gets a little damage to back air. Yeah, this is where Zero's gonna get all his damage, I feel like. Never mind. Good block. Playing it safe, yeah. Ooh, side B grab on the spin dash. Not too bad. Yeah, right here. Look, what is Zero gonna do? Down tilt. One thing you're noticing is Zero off the bat is doing down tilt into a safe option. Like before Zero did down tilt grab, and next time he tried doing down tilt and react, and I feel like this time Zero did down tilt and tried to wait for something instead of down tilt grab. And Ken keeps shooting the down tilt, so Zero probably is gonna be able to get a grab just like raw pretty soon if he wants. Wow, that was smart, yeah. Zero made the banana grab a little bit obvious. Like, that was a pretty ballsy read by Ken, because if Zero didn't go for banana grab, he might get, like, punished, but, yeah. Yep, grab. That's the first time Ken did regular get up near Zero, I think. Yeah, Zero's looking for safe down tilt. He just wants to kill. He's not trying to overextend. Ooh. That was a good read. If you look right here, this is actually... I'm not sure if this is a read or reaction. I imagine... Honestly, it's pretty ambiguous. I would imagine it's a mixture of both there. Where like Zero throws banana, because he's ready for people to follow up with escape options after banana throw. He just takes advantage of it, and then knows, okay, roll is an option. Oh, punish the roll. Dead? Yep. Right here. And you see Zero's been fishing for that. Ken tries to move back. So right here... And I think Ken could be reacting better at these moments, though. Like right there, he dashed forward. So once again, instead of spin dashing and like waiting for Zero to do something, he commits to forward movement because he's afraid of being in the corner. And I feel like he just loses that stock as a result. Now he's lost the lead. Okay, yep. Zero just let go shield after jab. Yeah, the reason Zero lets go shield after jab 2, and when he gets poked by the third one before, is because if he gets caught by jab grab, it sucks. If he gets caught by jab 1, 2, 3, the third jab's only like 4 damage, so he doesn't really care. So I find that reacting to Sonic jab 2 by letting go shield and doing something is pretty decent. Like obviously if Sonic keeps doing jab 1 to 3 and you block it, punish, but versus a player like Ken, you expect mix-ups, and that's what Zero's going for. And you can see a second time, right here, is that Ken, so like I said, he does 1, 2, 3 and shield. That time he drops it, and since Zero drops shield after jab 2 again, but Ken tries mixing it up, Zero gets a free grab now. Throwing that. Punishing Zero, getting banana. Ooh, that's overcommitted, yeah. Right here, I don't know what Ken was thinking right here. So this is fine, but I think here he needed to back off. He needed to back off and go either to right or left, but not being underneath. Because I guess if you shield underneath Diddy Kong, it's not that bad, but I feel like you're better off dropping through a platform and trying to catch landings that way. So I don't know how I feel about that. Punish, get up, attack with grab, forward air, spin dash. Oh my god. Yeah, and now that Ken's in the corner and he has to spin dash, like Zero knows Ken can't really move much, and so he's throwing with these hitboxes, and you look here, like boom, hitbox, chasing really aggressively before Ken can establish like the spin dash spacing he wants. Yep, still chasing pretty aggressively. The thing is, Ken has not got a chance for a little bit to like retreat back and set up a distance spin dash. So Zero just confronting all of Sonic's attacks here. And now Ken has good. The problem is, Ken has to get the lead back. Because there's only 1:50 left, which sounds like a good amount of time until you realize that, like, it's Sonic, and it's like a big deficit. So I don't really think he can afford to play a slow game. And I feel like Zero kind of banked on that. That was good. Okay, that time Zero read the roll. So, and that, I'm not sure the jab was misinput right here. That was probably misinput. We probably meant to do C-stick down tilt, but came out C-stick jab. I don't know. But yeah, so he read the roll. Ken has now rolled to the ledge twice, and Zero is punished both times. Like, when they're in the corner, Ken kind of, like, backs off into the corner. So that's something that, if Zero subconsciously recognizes, or, like, consciously recognizes, I should say, is going to be a big problem for Ken. Because Zero's going to want to keep forcing scenarios where he down tilts Ken's shield near the ledge, and then he keeps going down tilt or banana throw and shield. Read, roll, punish. You might even get, like, a forward smash at some point for that. Okay. Oh, jab didn't connect fully. Was that a spacing issue? Yes, that was a spacing issue. Too far for the jab to connect fully. Okay, jump, ledge, drop, jump, fair. He's done that before. So Ken has not done a roll off the ledge yet. He keeps doing these, and he sees Zero's trying to cover a ledge here. He's not even committing to covering the roll. Like, he hasn't tried back airing or anything. He just assumes Ken keeps doing a get up or a jump here, and he's right. Yep, throw a banana. If he runs at Ken's landings because Ken using up B. Forward air, which cuts off Ken's options pretty hard. Yep, forward air reaction to the spin dash. And right now Ken has basically not got the move. Oh, Ken was waiting for an air dodge, but Zero does the attack instead, and I've kind of messed this Ken up. Okay, yeah. Reacts to side B. Reacts to side B. Trying to cover with back airs. He backs off when he sees Zero gets to the platform, which is smart, because he's trying to potentially react to a side B, but not also lose stage control. And like even here, even though like they're back to neutral, I think Ken's fine with this, because he knew because of the platforms he couldn't extend too much. Oh, reacts to a roll. Yep, reacts to a banana throw with the spin dash. And I don't think... Here it looked like Zero wasn't quite ready for the spin dash to clank with banana. We take those. Oh, thank you, Panda, for the resub. 15 months in a row. Let's go. Sup, Apaturek. Said your name right. Back air. So right here, I think Ken was actually looking for a kill potentially. Because, if Zero fell, I can not kill. But when Ken spin dashes here, if Zero doesn't use a double jump, he's gonna get caught by a spin dash and get caught by like spin dash back air or something. And I guess he expected to get that, or maybe was he trying to read a side B here? And after he missed that, he was expecting a side B, which is why back air is here. So he covered fast fall and side B, and you want to get a good amount of damage off those reads. Now Zero wisely does not do that. Spin dash reaction. Okay, so that's 3 times in a row. Zero's punished a roll. This time it was rolling mid-stage. So Zero's predicting the rolls somewhere from Ken. Okay, here, Ken reacts to the fact that Zero is landing. And you see right there, it's an immediate, as soon as Zero jumped, Ken did an immediate spin dash to catch landing in the punish. And I will answer questions and stuff after I finish analyzing the set, guys. Promise. Okay, spin dash. Yep, and you look at Zero. Wow, Zero's losing this game. I didn't realize that until now. But, wow, Zero's winning this game. He just started losing really quickly. And he's just reacting. I feel like Zero's trying to force the fight a bit too much right now. And, like, here's a good example of somewhere he forces... Well, that was just him pulling banana at a bad time. And Ken being ready for it. But, like, anytime Ken gets a chance to spin dash through Zero's shield, that slightly depletes his shield and gives Ken... Well, it gives both these players more data on each other's habits. But I feel like... So the thing about Sonic is every time he spin dashes through your shield, unless you have a really good way to answer that, like a Rosa down tilt... Oh, thank you, Latai, for the resub. 2 months in a row, let's go. But unless the character has a really easy way to answer that, like a Rosa down tilt on reaction, that's just giving Sonic the chance to figure out his opponent's habits in a state where he has the advantage. Like, he dictates the flow in that scenario of spin dashing at someone's shield. And they can't just directly challenge a spin dash reaction. So I feel like Zero should be forcing the fight there and letting Ken get the shield pressure. Unless he gets good read offs of it. Reads the roll. I mean, that time was more reaction, but still. Once again, that's 3 times Ken has rolled to the ledge from being pressured and got punished for it. That was good. Oh, yep. And look, Zero's doing purposely up throw back air. And the second back air auto cancels, but a frame chops an air dodge. So you better have taken the second back air probably than air dodging again, re-grabbed, and reset. And now Zero's just destroying Ken. Yep, once again, Ken does not roll here, yep. And Zero throws hitbox out right in front of Ken. It's really easy too, at least has a sword. And you notice what Zero does when he does a hitbox here is he tries to he makes Ken have to go to the ledge. Because he knows if he forwards here and it cuts off Ken's side B option, Ken's only option is going to the ledge, which Zero then covers by landing in front of the ledge and down tilting or fairing. Mainly just fairing here. And it kind of resets the scenario as long as Ken isn't one to roll, or keeps having predictable get-up timings. And like right here, Ken's basically taken 60-something damage off the ledge, and he's not got back neutral. He literally lost neutral once and has just not returned from it. Okay, Zero chases that. Like, Ken is generally pretty good at reacting to everything at the ledge. Like, the banana throws, I think like once or twice the clank has worked out in Zero's favor, but for the most part, Ken just keeps cutting through or clanking bananas in his favor. Although, Zero's pretty far up in the lead, but like, I'm not sure if that means he can just go crazy with his aggression. Just because Sonic can always bring up back with a simple combo with spin dashes or whatever. That was good back air. That was really good timing. Yep, cover on stage again. Yep, look at the down tilts. And then cover jump right here. Look at this. That was a ledge jump fair and I got coverage. Oh man, I'm just getting the Renegades logo layout redone because I didn't like it how small the actual screen was. So yeah, I'm gonna have the Renegades layout redone soon, and I'll have a much bigger screen. I'll be using that again. Okay, game 3. So right now, Ken's down 0-2. Town and City. Yeah, Town City makes sense for Sonic. Diddy Kong can't really chase him. Block from himself for escaping. Yeah, this is a good Sonic stage for a reason. Okay, Zero chases with the grab, probably expecting Ken to shield. One thing I'm going to look out for is when Ken's in the corner, I want to see if he's changing up his habits. Because I feel like this entire game is being dictated by the corner. So yeah, like a Zero tries doing the side B cancel. And I want to see what Zero does in the corner. Because right now Zero's got punished pretty hard for being in the corner. Okay, wow, that was aggressive. One thing you notice is Ken tries to be pretty aggressive when he sees Zero pull a banana out. And a lot of times he just gets either a direct punish or gets like a pressure situation going. Okay, now Ken's trying to fight Zero. Right here. This is actually important right here. So Ken messed up input. Zero expected a roll off the ledge. And Ken didn't do it. So Zero is reading the rolls for the most part. It's just he keeps reading them right. But this time Ken does like a weird like roll into the ledge when he had it already. And he gets out of the situation as a result. Zero's probably expecting like him to spin dash through the banana. Dash back. Ooh. I'm not sure what Ken forward air is here. I guess you do this if you want to cover like Zero doing like if Zero does like jump fair, it might beat that. And it might also be Zero doing grab banana. Jump fair, I don't know. This might also be a side B. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why Ken does that. Like, I can see the options it covers, but it doesn't seem worth it. No, bad air dodge. Okay, so no, don't spring. That's a bad spring. Ken gets too afraid and disadvantage. And Zero punishes his air dodges or just bad disadvantage habits in general. Okay. Oh no, he put himself above Zero. I think he had to escape to the side. Yeah, and he's basically like giving Zero really easy openings. Okay, this is something Zero's been going for a lot. And like he got punished a couple times for doing the dash grab, reading where Ken's gonna dash to and spin dash from. But this time, like, Zero's close enough, they could actually punish that really easily. Oh no, the springs are so bad. The thing is, I'm guessing Ken is very worried because when he goes to the ledge, Ken gets bodied. So I think Ken probably thinks he can't go there, which is why he's springing in the air so much this game. And to his credit, Ken is taking much less damage being hit by like Diddy up airs and fairs mid-stage than going to the ledge. Okay, how do you get that kill? I wasn't like... Oh, he just read something, yeah. Yeah, right here, Zero... Remember I said before, Zero keeps trying to like read Ken, trying to dash and spin dash? You Zero like dashes up, shields. He probably drops shield trying to down tilt or fair or something to spin dash startup, and he gets hit as a result. But Zero is really committing to punishing Ken before he sets up spin dashes now. Nice spin dash. Ooh, Ken tries to read Zero shielding, Zero just fares. And that time when Ken was slow in the spin dash, right here. Yeah, that actually... Huh. Maybe Ken missed on the invincibility? I think it was that, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why this springs. Because like I said, it's harder for Zero to punish, it looks like, the springs than going to the ledge. Yep, jump over because he sees the banana. Expected Zero to do run up grab. Yeah, now you see Ken spot dodges after doing dash up, so you expect Zero to do run up grab again. And Zero just being patient. Zero's realizing he's getting hit for doing the run up grabs probably, so he's probably not trying to like let it happen. What's happening with Twitch? Is there a glitch happening? Oh, okay. Never mind. It's some of the Tetris storage. Okay, if spot dodges a grab. So he's conditioning it. That was good. He read the landing aerial from Zero. Punishes a banana once again. Zero can't pull bananas out neutral. Sonic is way too fast for that. Once again, jumps out of the corner with fair. So that's become a little bit of a habit from Ken. I'm still not sure why it does the forward airs. Fair. And now I feel like Zero might at this point get a feeling that Ken is... Oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah, Zero that time waits for something potentially like Ken spin dashing when he has banana out. But now Zero is not putting out as much offense. Like he's showing a lot more weak for openings. Mainly because I think Ken is like showing that he wants to be a bit more offensive now. Okay, that doesn't matter. This game's done. Yeah, but you see Zero tries to be aggressive. Catches a jump with the fair. Bear. And it looks like Zero's caught in just landing lag, like the 2-frame or 4-frame landing lag, nothing crazy. So yeah. Yeah, so these adaptations from Ken are actually pretty useful. Banana throw, yep. Yep, once again, Ken tries to grab. Ken has the read on Zero trying to do a dash shield a lot, and is trying to counter that. Jump over spin dash. That's a really good option. The jump over spin dash. In order for Zero to punish, when he, like, let's say Zero's here and Ken's here, when Ken does jump spin dash, especially onto a platform, Zero's forced to do jump fair. But at that distance, you might be able to react to a jump spin dash, but you cannot react to a spin dash on the ground. And so as a result, it's a 50-50 scenario. Because Zero either has to do nothing and wait for the jump spin dash, or he has to do something to catch the spin dash from here. Jump back air, yeah. With punishes that. Punishes landing aerial. Okay, yeah. Ken's done a couple of those dash shields, so I guess Zero finally has a read on it. It's there. Yeah, now you see Ken is constantly, like, Ken is very consistently getting it to Zero's face and using the corner punishing him there. This was really good. Like this movement looks hard to, like, notice, but, like, look at this. Let's go by this. And immediately does it again, because Zero dashes forward and dashes back. Probably trying to base something out from Ken. That's why he probably dashes forward. But it looks like Ken just wants to do the dash forward spin dash. Probably because Zero's not going to throw hitbox out where Ken's going to run to. So, Ken either gets hit someone's shield if Zero, like, blocks, or gets hit Zero if he dashes back here. Knowing Zero's not going to try to do something crazy out of the corner. Jump back here. Down tilt. Ooh, punishes the landing aerial from Zero. Yeah, no, Ken's Ken's getting a lot of damage off waiting for the aerials and punishing, or just waiting for a jump in general. Fair punches can be in the corner. Yep, spin the spring. He's probably gonna. Yeah, this is bad. Yep, he's got a spring because he wants to have a chance to get above the stage instead of going to a ledge. He really does not want to go to a ledge. Dabuz, I'm going to AX. I'll tell you about all the cute girl cosplays. I see y'all, Thoralina. I bet we're seeing some pictures in the sub Discord of those cosplays. Just saying. Have fun, man. Okay, springs out of there. Nice jabs. Dash spot dodge. Jump back doesn't do much. I wonder if he probably tried to jump back here to punish Zero doing like a jump or something. Oh, so that was interesting. The down here. Zero probably. Maybe Zero thought that would kill, I'm not sure. Oh, this is smart actually. Especially because Zero doesn't have time to cover the ledge properly by going across the stage. And see, he realizes that and sets up a peanut instead, hoping Ken maybe falls into a peanut. But that was really smart to go underneath the stage, just because Zero was already setting up camp at the ledge with shield. Nice. Just spin dashes through a down tilt. And you see right here, this is something that is very hard in the matchup. When you're fighting a Sonic, you want to be able to react to spin dashes. But you see it looks like Zero may have done the down tilt preemptively, and so he did a little bit too early up with punish for it. Oh! Oh, okay. Yeah, Zero's behind. See right here. Rolls in. Maybe Rolls trying to avoid a grab, I don't know. The thing is, Zero's in a really bad spot at this point. Well, at that point, so I feel like Ken just needs to kind of spin dash and do his thing and he's going to win. Like, it's very hard for Ken to lose the game at that point, not how he plays it. Especially on Battlefield, when you can use the spring, it looks like, to kind of land on all these different platforms. Bum, 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 bum. That was quick coaching. I wonder what Pierce told him. If I'm Pierce, what am I telling Zero to do better? That's the question. I have 30 seconds to make Zero go from losing this set right now to winning. I'm gonna tell him not to jump so much, because Ken is now preempting the jumps and punishing the landings really hard in neutral. And especially when he's in the corner, he's waiting for jumps from Zero and punishing the landing aerials. So chill out with the jumps. And maybe stop trying to chase down Ken in the corner? I don't know though. The problem is I don't know the alternative if you stop chasing down Ken in the corner. Because chasing him in the corner gets a hit, but from Diddy Kong's perspective, I'm not sure what you gotta do to not get hit there and still pressure. Oh yes, and don't pull up banana so much in neutral. That is definitely a huge thing that's costing Zero. He's not getting much damage off the banana. The banana is mainly annoying when Ken's in the corner and it forces some sort of spin dash option. Even though it's not even getting hits, it's just like it forces something. FD. Huh. Actually, I can see this. I think Sonic and FD isn't actually as amazing as people like think sometimes, at least for certain characters. Like, Diddy Kong controls FD so well, and I feel like Sonic wants platforms, from what I'm seeing anyway, to land. Throw back air. Spin dash, yeah. Okay, this is really smart by Zero. This is adaptation. Throws a banana, And instead of trying to do some sort of pressure, because he kept doing like banana throw into an attack or a grab or something, he just shields. He throws a banana from a bit farther away, at a distance where Ken's still going to spin dash, but Zero's not open to get punished. And then he gets the chance to just wait for something. Reacts to the roll, gets a punish there, some fairs. And now he's just waiting. He's shielding and waiting for Ken's landings, because Ken can't use this platforms anymore to land with springs. This is so much damage built up so quickly. All because Zero decided to do different options with covering Ken's landings, knowing Ken can't land on platforms. And I feel like right now, actually, every time Ken spin dashes, I feel like he's losing the game at the moment. Just because Zero's understanding how Ken's going to spin dash and escape disadvantage. Oh no, Ken banned. Lila, maybe? Down throw, yep. No! That was such a bad option by Ken. I feel like every time Ken has jumped in the air with an attack, it just hasn't worked. Because Diddy Kong's so short that it's like, I don't know, it's just not threatening Zero a lot of times. Another banana. Now he's doing another banana throw to like aggressive down tilt. Yep. Okay. Aggression gets punished on reaction by Ken. Yep. Once again, the jump aerial gets punished by Ken. Okay. Spin your ledge. And right now, the thing is, okay, so I feel like here Ken has to grab Zero because Zero keeps doing a lot of shields. Like, he does something and then shields afterwards. And Ken is not grabbing probably because he's a sock behind, doesn't want to risk taking damage. But as a result, Zero's not getting hit, really. And I feel like the game's stalemating pretty hard because Ken doesn't want to commit to a grab and Zero doesn't want to commit to anything. Unless, of course, he has Ken at the ledge. Then he just does his own thing. Spin the dash up, he's going to chase landing. Oh, I guess 4 damage isn't enough, though. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, it's so unfortunate for Ken, and Zero tries reading a roll. That's such good awareness by Zero to immediately try to read a roll after getting out of that really awkward situation that, like, most people would stop for a second and think, what just happened? Peanut, yep. Jump fair, trying to do this thing. Wait, how did you just get the kill, though? Oh, Zero tried challenging that, yeah. Zero reacts to Ken, like, being in the air and tries to punish it, and makes a bad back air trade. Probably tries to cheating with the fair, which is why his DI was off. Yep. Yep, shields, waits for something, and Ken can't really do much. He lands right in front of Zero with banana in hand. He has to take all this pressure and tries to get out of it. And right there, Zero waits for something. Maybe Ken was expecting Zero to chase the landing aggressively. Ken tries to stop in front of Zero. It looks like Zero just drops shield and reacts. I feel like Zero does a lot of, like, I have to look more at Zero's options on spin dash because that'd be worth analyzing if someone watches this on their own. How does Zero react when his shield is hit by spin dash? Because it seems like he lets go of shield quite a bit, pretty quickly. Like, we'll probably see it right around here. But yeah, the game is much less corner dependent now than the previous games. Yeah, see, he dropped shield pretty fast there. Dropped shield pretty fast. Rolls out of shield. Yeah, I mean, Zero's doing a normal thing, which is, like, you try to react to what Sonic's doing after spin dashing your shield. You try to mix it up, try to get a read for them. But Sonic can't really double dip on your shield too well. Like, you can do, like, homing attack, but that's pretty reactable if your reactions are fast and you're not, like, a tall character. He can, of course, do up B, but if he does that and Zero's gonna get pulled up at B, he's probably taking a lot of damage. And plus, Diddy Kong is so small that once again, I feel like the up B might just not hit. And yeah. And once again, every time Ken has done like a ledge drop jump aerial, it just does not work. Anytime Ken goes for like an aerial, when Zero's on the ground, it just does not work. I feel like Zero's always ready for some sort of aerial option and ready to punish that. And Zero's also looking for an up tilt there. I think Zero's going to up tilt whatever Ken did there, whether it was a get up or roll or anything, just because he wanted to kill. So yeah.